Hi everyone, it's Diane and I am working on some Halloween journals. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of what I've done so far. I showed you the covers. I don't know what I'm going to put on the front of this one to decorate it because it was just a plain black cover that I put some copper paint on. This one just is beautiful the way it is. If I had something really awesome to put in the middle, I would, and I will look for something to put there, but I love it just the way it is. It was an encyclopedia. So what I've done so far on the pages, I've got all the pages collated, and I had to have something larger than a 12-inch piece of paper because these books are so wide. Pardon me, that was a yawn. So I took my sheets of 12 by 12 paper, I cut them down to the right height, and then I just sewed two 12-inch pieces together. And then I measured 14 inches and cut it. Then I took the rest of this and sewed it to the next piece and measured 14 inches and cut. Then I took the rest of this and sewed it to the next piece, and it just about was in the center of 14 inches. The other book I needed 13 inches width, so I did the same thing with that. So you get some really cool patchworky kind of look. So that's what I did with those papers to get them wide enough, and the papers inside you can see are narrower, but that's okay. I'm going to put some trim on some of those pages to help stick them out a little further. Then I had these 8x8 pages from Tim Holtz, and I thought if I folded them in half for this big book, it would just look so small. So I scored it till 6 inches, and then I had these little 6x6 papers. They're not Halloween papers, but I think it was called Mystery. So there was gray and green in them, and I thought some of them would look really good. So I took this marbly looking one and just sewed it onto that. So that gives a nice little variety of sizes and things. Someone had sent me this, which is embossed with bats. And I'm going to do something to it to make the bat stand out a little more, but I use that as one of the pages. The kit that I'm using is Seneca Pond Crafts. I had a lot of the ephemera pieces left over. I don't know why I printed so many of them last year, but I have pockets, envelopes. I don't have very many tags. It's mostly pockets and envelopes. And I have these, which I printed on vellum, and I love these. I think they're from the same. It's from Something Wicked is the name of the kit that I'm using, and I think these are from the same kit. So I had to do something with all of these ephemera pieces that I had left over. So I did have, and I had a few pages, but I did have to print some more pages. So, and then I coffee dyed some paper, some scrapbook paper. This is a graphic 45 piece. It was from the fairy tale paper, but it's like a Halloween fairy tale paper that I've had for a few years. And I'm not sure where this came from, but it's got the song from The Nightmare Before Christmas called This Is Halloween. Oh my goodness, I keep yawning, and I thought I slept good last night. So that's what I've gotten done for pages, and I just wanted to show you what I did with these. I also had these left over from last year. It was a sheet of the Halloween flashcards from the old design shop, and this one did not print right because I was running out of ink. It looked more lavender than like it was supposed to look, like a craft or manila look, I guess. More manila. But it looked lavender, and I couldn't put it in a junk journal like that. But I didn't want to throw it away. So I just started by inking it up with vintage photo ink. Then I decided to try stenciling, so I used my black soot and used this stencil from Tim Holtz and just stenciled on the whole sheet, and then I inked around the edge, and I think they look really cool now. So I'll be cutting these out and using them. I just wanted to show that to you. Something else you can do with the old design shop flashcards. Just take the whole sheet before you cut them up, and even if they're not Halloween ones, just stencil them with something cool. So now, right now, what I'm going to do is just find some laces to sew on the edges of some of these papers. So I'm going to use the first page that's inside the larger cover, and I'll put something on the edge of this. I got out black and orange laces and rickracs and things. This one's black and white together. Oh, I'll use this, I think. No, that's too flimsy. Oh, these are little things that you can cut apart. I'll definitely have to use them in the book somewhere, but not on the edge. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll use this black crochet cotton trim. Had to go to work today and put up the Halloween cards, and we actually have Halloween gift bags and wrapping paper. It's not a specific design for Halloween, but the colors work for Halloween. Oranges and blacks and purples. Let's see how that looks inside the cover now. It fills up a little more of the room. I wonder, I'm missing some pages, I think. Oh, okay. I thought I had oh, I do. I thought I had 3 scrapbook papers. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm just confused in my own little head. I got some fixing to do. I ran out of the scrapbook papers that I thought I had enough for all of the books, and wait, this black counts as one of the scrapbook pages. Okay, my head is fixed now, at least in that instance, regarding my pages. I am easily confused. That's pretty, isn't it? So for Christmas, my dad loves to do jigsaw puzzles. He always has. When we were kids, in the wintertime, he would have a card table set up somewhere in the house, working on a puzzle all the time. So anytime anybody went by it, they would have to stop and try to put a piece in the puzzle. But that's how he spends his time now. He's retired and doesn't have property to take care of anymore. Just lives in an apartment. So there's a common room in their apartment building. Their apartment is so small, he doesn't really have room to set up a crossword puzzle, a jigsaw puzzle. He does like crossword puzzles too. He's very smart. So he sets up his puzzle in the common room, and nobody minds. They like to sit in there and chat with him while he's doing his puzzles. But I had bought him last year for Christmas. I'm going to just put some black rickrack down here because it just looks like it needs something. I don't want it to extend off, but anyway, last year for Christmas, I bought him a puzzle of Van Gogh's Starry Night. You know that painting? And he got a lot of puzzles for Christmas that year, last year, so he finally got that one put together. I think he was kind of nervous about that one because it just looked like a really hard one. He does hard puzzles, but I don't know. He just did other ones first. So he got this one done. And I can't wait to see it. But I saw him, I was getting my groceries today after work, and I saw him in the store, and he had a large frame, like a poster frame, and he said it would fit the Van Gogh puzzle. He has it glued together, and he's going to frame it. So I guess he's pretty pleased with his Van Gogh puzzle, which makes me happy. I think I'll add an orange piece too. Or maybe this brownish colored one. These are vintage rickracks. I feel like I need some more trim here. These two are both on the front half of the signature, so I guess I'll have to put some. I should have just put it right on the back of this while I was there. Obviously I don't have a lot of black that's going to work, so I'm going to get some cream colors or browns. These are the ones I always use. That's kind of cool. That's a nice wide one I can use for something. That ought to do. So because of all the envelopes, and I do have some little tabbed cards that were printed, envelopes, pockets, things like that, and I made 2 of these for each journal. I don't think I'm going to make any more ephemera. Although I might have to make some journaling cards to put in some of the pockets or something like that. This is pretty wide, so I'm going to give it another stitch, another row. We had a couple of cooler days, but today's pretty hot. It's in the 80s, I think. And tomorrow's supposed to be hot, but after that we'll be getting back down into the 70s, which is where I like it. So I'm going to say that's enough lace in there. We've got 3 edges of lace in there. That lace looks cool. It's a taupe lace, but it almost looks gray on this black paper. I'm going to do a straight stitch down this edge again. Okay. One more row of lace for this journal, or for this signature. I think it's going to go on this piece. We can do some black here. I'm going to try this one. See how that looks in there. Okay, I forgot where this was, but I'm going to put it there for now. Sticks out a little bit. One more signature. Then I can go make some supper. I feel like I got out a chicken breast and I wanted to make chicken parm, spaghetti and chicken parm, which sounds good, but I don't know if I feel like making it. But I probably will. I have trouble making meals for myself. I just need to do it. Sometimes I like to have just a couple different laces, but I think this one's just going to have 9 different laces, because I have 3 rows of lace in each signature, and none of them are the same so far. So this is the 3rd signature. I better keep it that way. Don't think I like that one. What else can I use? Let's use this one. I like that this project is giving me a chance to use up some of my black lace. or just, should I say, just use some of my lace. I haven't used any lace in a while on my journals. In fact, I haven't done any hand-sewn journals. Seems like forever, because I did smash books and then binder journals and then smash books again and more binder journals. That's just what I've been working on, and I was, it just made me happy to be able to sew my signatures into my project that I did with Gina's course. And then that's when I realized I haven't sewn signatures in a while. I like that step because it just is like finishing up, and it's cool. I just like that step. This is just a narrow one, but I'll use that. It's a brown. Oh, I forgot I brought these over to use. Oh. I've got this cut now. Okay, so that finishes up the lace on all of the signatures for the first journal. So that's going to be my video for today. I'm going to go make some supper and eat it, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to finish the lace on, do the lace on the second journal, and do a little bit more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.